Hey everybody, finders are keepers with you today. Cooled off a little bit. Had several days in the hundreds. Yesterday it cooled off. Yesterday was my birthday. I was going to go out and do the treasure, but I ended up staying at home and did some research. Today I went to two places. We're going to keep both places as an undisclosed area. Why? Well, what I had found out is back around 1605, I did deep into the archives there, found some videos. Now these videos were in color. They hadn't discovered black and white yet. So I was watching it, I was able to notice how the tribes were working with each other, and about every 100 years this field right there was being used. And it was being used because the beavers that took care of the water flow over here go on strike, it seems like, every 100 years. They say they don't get enough fresh wood for their little beaver tails, and they can't deal with it, so they actually build dams, and it starts flooding. And then to cross over that, they use what some people call them fiber link. What it looked like to me was some cable hanging from a tree limb. They swing across the creek, and then they all rest in this field right here until the contract was made with the beavers again, and the dams were broken, so there was no floods. Okay, so enough of history, right? Let me go ahead and tell you, in this undisclosed location here, I'll turn around and show you some of my finds. Then I have some other finds that was from like a tot lot. Undisclosed too. And let's just take a look at it. Hang on a minute. Be right back. Alright, back with you. Let me explain something. Get serious now. From that previous part. Okay, let's talk serious. So when I went out here, not the tot lot area, but this area here, this is seriously, this actually is a very old area, a couple hundred years old actually. Used quite a bit in the mid 1800s actually too. That field was used, and that section over there was used too. So, and they're doing some kind of something here which opened up an area. But here's what I did. As you guys know, I have I got more than two metal detectors, but I use the MineLab e-trac and the Technetics T2 SE model quite often. So on here at this section here, my first pass through here, amount of time today that I've been out here in the field has been about 5.5 to 6 hours. So I've been here quite a bit. Okay. So my first pass back through there with the e-trac, I says I was not going to dig anything unless it was more than 6 inches deep. Skip everything else. Okay. And in actuality, I didn't have to go very long. minutes, and I was digging my first item, okay? And you'll see here, I have down here in front of me my finds. You'll see I did okay. So I did that for quite some time, roughly guess maybe about 2 hours, okay? Then I bring the Mind Lab back, and then I get my Technetics out and hunt everything else. If it was between 1 to 6 inches, I dug it. If it was 6 inches or more, I dug it. And I did find things, still down below that. Just the way I swing the coil, I missed it, or the angle I was going at it, I missed it with the e-trac. But yeah, wait till you see what I got here. So the first thing I'll show you is actually the tot lot, what I did there, and show you that, and then we'll look at what this was right here. So I'm hoping my focus is good here. We'll look at my trash thing right here, okay? Yeah, actually a whole battery right there, pull tab, zipper, and some other things right there. This is actually in that tot lot. Then we can come over here to pennies, and there's 10, 20, 38 pennies, I think there was there, in there. And then my nickels, 2, 4, 5 nickels, and there is actually a 1941 nickel in here too. That was interesting. Dimes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dimes. Quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quarters. And then some kind of skull face thing. This was interesting. I haven't tried to clean it up to read it yet. I don't know if it'll focus on that or not, where I'm at here. It's one of those pennies that was squished down into something. So I'll have to clean that up and see if I can tell what that says. Okay. Key. Looks like thought it was going to be a button or something, but whatever it is. And then this, I can't tell what that is either. Well, this was just part off of a zipper or so that broke. Looked pretty neat to me though. And I showed you the skull. So this is my tot lot right there. Sorry, bug or bee just flying by. I did pretty good. Now, let's we'll turn this around here and we'll take a look at these quarters, pennies, nickels, and dimes right here I got in this area right here. Let me count these pennies for a second. 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 37. Okay, so if we look here, I got 37 pennies. Nickels, got 4 of them there. Sorry there. Okay. These dimes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. And a bunch of quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, the next part I'm going to show you is the very first thing in minutes I've been here that I found. Okay, I'm going to pick it up and put it in my hand here and see if we can focus on that. Okay, here we are, and what I have there is an indent head. That was my first find here at this location today. It does look a little wore, cleaned it up a little bit there. Found me an indent head. Then I went a little while after that, not a long time, okay? My next item I found is a 1909. Is that a barber dime? Sorry about that, do that again. Okay. Then I had me a wheat penny. What year is it, Chuck? 1944. That's what threw me, because of the age of those other first two things I found, but I didn't let it get to me, because now I have a 1908 half dollar. And if you can see, it's a 1908D. Next, I'm showing you these in the order in which I found them. Next is a 1920 something, I'm not sure on that, quarter. This one's beat up a little bit there. I put it underneath the water. I use water and some toothpicks on these. Didn't clean up real good. Alright. Then another wheat cent. It is a trying to remember, did I say a 1911? I can't tell through my camera here. Next, I believe this is my first V-nickel, 1912. I'll have to look, but I believe through all these years I've been doing it, this is my first V-nickel. The other ones were the Buffaloes and, you know, War Nickels and the others, but so yeah, this one cleaned up really nice here today too. Then I had a 1941 half dollar. Still needs to be cleaned up a little bit more there. I'm out here trying to clean up with what I have with me. And my last was this 1915 quarter. These items right here are all found with the e-trac, and they were all more than 6 inches. I think a couple of pennies were 8 inches. The rest of them were deeper than that. I did have something that hit about 11, but everything else was pretty consistent where they was in this part right here. back in there. And some over there. Then the T2 did the rest here. Very pleased. Hard day. Went through 3 32-ounce drink containers. So don't think I did any dehydrating today. Probably hit the mid 80s today. Slight little breeze, so did pretty good right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack these guys up. Then I gotta head on home. Little drive, not a lot, but a little drive to get home. And still got a lot of washing up here of some of these clad ones to do. And then I'll put this video together and put it online for you. So this is actually, I'd say, a revisit place. Because did I cover every place? No. And I just showed there too on how when I got the e-trac out, how I found some things that were below the 6 inches that the Mine Lab had missed my first time through too. So pleased, very pleased. This is, I'll say, my my birthday gift, my birthday present. So happy with it. Good deal. All right. So happy hunting with everybody else. I want to say thank you for all my subscribers. It's been with me for a long time. Any questions that you might have, please ask. Will I answer them? Hell, I don't know. Might not be able to. If I can't, I'll see if I can go ahead and forward you on to somebody that can. Thanks again. Happy hunting, everybody. See you out there in the field.